Hi guys, this is your girl Wakeji Kamore and welcome to Reflections by Wakeji Kamore. Happy new month and we are back. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on when you get to listen to this or which part of the world that you're listening from. Thank you so much for tuning in and for following through with this Bible summary, and hopefully that you are sharing this audio or podcast link with as many friends as possible. Oh, and by the way, I hope that you got to listen or to actually watch the video that I posted on my YouTube channel. And my YouTube channel is Wakeji Kamore, especially the last one that I did, which was an overview of the book of Leviticus. It will be really, really helpful, especially if you missed some chapters, if you didn't get to listen to it, but you want to start with the book of Numbers with us, please go and watch that video. So it's a new season, it's a new book, and I'm so excited to start a new book, to read new stories, to see myself in the Israelites' destructive behaviors, because man, this book is filled with Israelites' destructive behaviors, and to see God's love in the way that He loves this chosen nation. But before we get started on the book, let's do a short introduction to the book of Numbers. So Numbers is the fourth book of the Bible. Wait, is it Genesis, Exodus? Yes, it is, guys. It is the fourth book of the Bible. It is said to have been written by Moses. And the book is called Numbers because it contains many statistics, population counts, which is census, which happens at the beginning of the book and at the end of the book. There's a lot of tribal and priestly figures and other numeric data. It is a continuation of the journey of Israelites from Egypt to Canaan. So at the beginning of the book of Exodus, the Israelites were in Egypt. God rescued them from slavery, and at the end of the book of Exodus, they were at the Mount Sinai, where they stayed for a year. And during this year, they built the tabernacle. They received laws, which is in the book of Leviticus that we just finished. And now it's time to continue with the journey. So the book starts as the Israelites are getting ready to leave Mount Sinai. And it is an important book because it takes the reader on a long and winding path of a desert of excruciating detail. The book records census results for all 12 tribes, not once but twice. It documents priestly instructions for handling the Ark of the Covenant and the tabernacle, and it even spells out the exact position of each tribe when they camp, like where exactly they should, like the tribe of Judah should put their tents here, the tribe of whoever should put their tents here, like it actually says the position of each tribe when they camp. But through it all, through the whole of book of Numbers, we cannot miss to see God's unfailing direction and love and faithfulness over the nation of Israel. In this book, the people of Israel tested God's patience over and over again, and He, in return, tested their endurance and faithfulness. Though the people failed countless times, God showed His own faithfulness by His constant presence, leading the way through a cloud by day and a pillar of fire by night. It's more than just a history lesson. The book of Numbers reveals how God reminded Israel that He doesn't tolerate rebellion, He doesn't like complaining and disbelief, and every time those things happen, there's consequences. So He's taught His people how to walk with Him, not just through their feet, not just with their feet through the wilderness, but with their mouth in worship, with their hands in service, and in the way they live their lives and become a witness to the surrounding nations. He was their God, and they were His people, and He expected them to act like it. So I invite you not to just listen to the podcast as I do the chapters summary, but to read through the book of Numbers, not only as a history of Israel's journey, but listen and read it with a renewed sense of God's delight in obedience. He is our God too, and He wants us to live righteously, worshiping Him through our words and our deeds. So, welcome to the book of Numbers. This is your girl Wakeji Kamore, and this has been Reflections by Wakeji Kamore. See you tomorrow.